Hello and welcome to the Knit Girls. This is episode 712. I'm Laura, also known as Lala.
I am Leslie, also known as You Don't Call Me Les. Today is Tuesday, September 23rd, 2025, and Laura and I both use the she, her pronouns. Um,
September is gone fast.
yeah, no kidding. But on the plus side, I get to see you in a couple of weeks, so that's
Yep,
positive.
that is awesome.
Um,
I just got to get through those couple weeks.
yeah, your school fall break, is it for the whole week or just the half week?
It's for the whole week.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure.
Yep.
Okay, well that's cool.
Yeah, we have we have homecoming dance on Friday and then homecoming week next week with football game, and then the following week I am off. So I did a calendar today just of dress up days in October because of the 20 days of school in October or whatever it is. I am dressing up for, I think it was something like 12, 13. So, and I have a week off in there too.
So nearly every day you're at school, you're in some sort of fancy dress.
Some kind of fancy dress, which a lot of times it's just colors for like Mental
Mm-hmm.
Health Awareness Day and Anti-Bullying Day, stuff like that. So luckily I have a rainbow of overalls that I can wear for those days, for those dress up days. But yeah, everything is going well here. I've been busy, 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 but I'm sure you have been as well.
Yeah, most everybody in the house is over the worst of the whatever fun plague I came home with from Wisconsin Sheep and Wool. Um, so, aside from the general fall of democracy, we're just doing fantastic. So, what have you been crafting on?
I have mostly been crafting on my vest. So I started the Goldwyn Folly vest. Um,
Oh yeah.
and it is out of some very, very old stash. I finished the 3 inches of ribbing, and then she has you cable. So the row after you do a little cable cross to make it look fancy.
Yeah.
And now I have started alternating skeins. I did the ribbing all in one skein. And I've started alternating, and I'm just going to go round and round and round for 4 more inches. So,
Okay.
yep.
So
I'm
did it
knitting.
end up being twisted? I know you weren't
Yes.
sure. Okay.
Yeah, I ended up having actually, I twisted it and then had to rip the whole thing out.
Oh,
So, I mean, I didn't get super far. I was like 1 inch
right.
in, and I was like, this is wrong. So, ripped it all out, redid it. We're back on track. I'm using Diacraft size. Actually, I went down to fours for this. So, let me fix that. So, originally I was on threes, and when I twisted it, I was like, I'm going to try this on, and it would not have worked. So, went up to the fours. It's supposed to be on sevens. So yeah, and I gauge swatched, but I was kind of playing fast and loose with my gauge. Um, so yeah, that has been the main thing that I've worked on. I've finished a bunch of stuff, and the thing that I'm working on now, I will actually talk about with my finished objects because I started the second of something. So
Okay.
that's it for me. Super easy, super lots of little finished small things, but yeah, that's about it for me.
Okay. Um, I am working on the Girlfriend's Cardi by Anna Ankestrick. Is that how you say her name? Yeah, Ankestrick, Chris Berlin, and Woolweg. Okay, I guess this is a three designer collaboration. I didn't realize that. Anyhow, I am using I'm using two different yarns. Um, One is Cousin Minnie Pearl, which is a colorway in the BFL base by um, Republica Unicornia.
Republican. Yeah, yeah.
And then this is the confetti colorway of the Surrey Alpaca by Camellia Fiberworks in Nashville, or Camellia Yarn Company. I always get it wrong. Anyway, by Sylvia in Nashville. And I am almost done with the Fiber Co. Okay, I don't know why I can never remember that. So you do some short rows at the back, neck, and shoulders, and then you just knit straight down until the arm pit, and that's where I'm at now. I've got like another inch to go. Um, I'm knitting these on size sixes. I killed another needle. Well, it
Uh-oh.
was a cable, so based on when I hold needle, and I've explained this before, but I also don't assume anyone who's watching us has watched every podcast and can remember. But the way that I hold needles, I tend to put a lot of pressure right here at the join where the needle and the cable come together. And I was using my Hiya Sharp set, interchangeable set, so I can just get a new cable, which is nice,
Yeah.
versus having to buy a whole new needle. But I put a lot of pressure right there based on the way I hold the needle, and it ends up breaking it at the join. Um, so I need to order a new cable, and I just haven't done that. But yeah, so I'm working on my girlfriend's cardie. It's very simple garter stitch. I don't really have to think a lot, which is where my brain needs to be right now. And then the other thing I'm working on is in this fabulous Amy Beth bag with the blue fat bikini babes, which makes me happy.
Love it.
Um, and bag itself is kind of a disaster. It's just full of stuff. So I am working on a Jethro cardigan. I'm just in the mood to crochet, so that's what I'm mostly doing.
Yeah.
And the squares themselves use these colors, so
Oh,
it's
cute.
sort of autumnal, um, 70s kitchen-ish colors, which I'm digging. And my size requires 65 squares. So what I did, because decisions are hard, and having to make 4 decisions per square about the color placement, I didn't want to do that, but I also didn't want them to repeat. Like I didn't want to have 2 of one set and then 4 of another set and whatever. So I went on to an online combination calculator, and I'll put it in the show notes, but basically you tell it how many colors you have to pick from and then how many colors are required in each square, whether or not they can repeat, etc. And it comes up with every possible combination.
Oh,
So
interesting.
um, I came up with 360 possible combinations. I only need 65. So I'm just randomly going down and picking one and then crossing it off when I'm done, and then I'll flip to the next page and pick one. And yeah, so that's the way I'm doing it. And I've got, I think, 13 squares, something like that. Um, but yeah, they're all happy colors. Um, I ended up having to go up 3 hook sizes to get the gauge that I
Wow.
needed. Um, but it's okay. Um, so yeah, these are out of Sun Valley, DK, worsted, I think DK. Um, and yeah, they're they're going quickly, and I enjoy doing them. I can get, a couple, 2, 3, 4 done a night and feel like I'm making some progress on something. So, yeah, that's what I've been working on.
Cool.
Um,
I
oh,
have
and
some.
organizing
Oh,
some quilt stuff, but
oh, cool.
I don't have it all done to show yet. So,
Okay.
what did you say you've been working on?
Well, I finished a bunch of stuff this week.
Oh,
So,
awesome.
two of my I have 12 kids in my homeroom and 2 are celebrating birthdays this week. So, I made them a little something something. I made and I started a second one just so I have it ready. I made the circlet, which is a Danny Sunshine pattern out of this very sparkly handspun from Inglenook. So like when it's finished, it kind of looks like a jughead hat. A little crown. I'm very good at baubles right now. Uh, so that was for one of them, and the other one asked for a gnome. So I finished my gnome. They both were gifted because birthdays already happened. Um, so those two things are done. And when I was, well, first off, these needles, these are the snake
Oh
needles
yeah, yeah,
from Addie, and I'm really, really enjoying them. Like, so they come in a set, they're double points. They kind of look like willow branches in my brain, like just random branches that have been thrown down. But the way they fit in my hands, really, really nice. So I
okay.
knit both the first circlet, like half of it, because these came while it was in progress, and then the gnome, all on these size zeros. So yeah, enjoying those. I think they retail for around $22 US, which like in my brain I still live in the 90s. And like I remember when Addie's being $12 was a big
Yeah,
deal. So, not the 90s anymore. But it's really interesting. They're supposed to be more ergonomic, so it might be worth a try if people are looking for some new double points. And the stitches tend to stay on there a little bit better
yeah, I
as
can
well.
see them
It
being
seems
less
like,
likely to slide off.
yeah.
Um, so that's cool.
Yep. So those were two of the things I finished. And while I was going through stuff and organizing, because I am trying to get my life together. I'm always trying to get my life
In
together.
general.
Yep, just in general. I found a hair tie that I had started out of hand spun at least 2 years ago.
Yeah, I
So this
vaguely
is
remember this.
really
I sort of vaguely remember this.
because
Yes.
I knit this all at work, and then I didn't have a tapestry needle,
No, I
and
don't remember
so
you finishing it. I just remember you
okay.
sending a picture or something, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah. So it is it's the cottage hair accessory. This is like a pattern that comes with 4 or 5 different hair accessories
Mm,
and different ways of doing them by Wool and Pine. I started at least 2 years ago. I used some yarn, some hand spun that was left over. It's a merino silk blend from Into the World, and I know that because I knit a muscle burrow out of it and gave that to Chris and James.
mm.
So this was just like the leftover bits and bobs. So yeah, it just like wraps around. You can tie it, and I don't know, look cute. I'm not gonna look cute today, but in the future, maybe I could look cute. But yeah, um, something like that.
Yeah.
Or it's just like a little bow almost. So yeah, Um, that is done. I finished binding off because all I had left was the bind off and woven the ends. It was good to go.
Yeah.
So that might be something I knit more of in the future too, just to have some like little bits of hand spun knit up. Although I've been using a lot of leftover bits of hand spun for gnomes. So
Yeah.
3 very tiny hand spun things were finished this week.
Yeah. That's still cool.
Yeah, so I'm very happy with that. Progress is progress. So,
It's a
yep.
fact.
And I haven't
Well,
been doing a ton of spinning. I just still have my wee chickadee. I finished the first bobbin of.
well, I finished some chickens, so
Nice.
I showed them last week. They were partially finished, and then I finished them all this week. I'll try to remember to put in a picture here. They are by Sweet Softies, a designer that's on Ravelry, Etsy, and I think PayHip. So they're just two specific granny squares that are seamed together, and then you put on safety eyes and you crochet the comb and the beak, and then seam it all together and then you do the tail. So this was the first
Oh,
one. And
cute.
then I've got sometimes the
Oh,
eyes are a little wonky, but whatever. Chickens are weird creatures, so
they're mini
um,
dinosaurs.
yeah, they are. Um, the rooster is molting here right now, and he just lost like a big chunk of his feathers on his neck, and he just looks so pitiful. Um, but yeah,
Cute.
so lots of silly little. Yeah, this one's eyes are super duper wonky, but that's okay. Um, I'm done with them, and I'm glad to be done with them because there are lots of tiny little fiddly bits, and um, I think I'm done with fiddly bits for a little while. And yeah, I haven't been spinning. Um, I just haven't been spinning. There's no follow up to that. I've been doing some prep for some quilting. Um, there's several garments that I'd like to sew and just haven't gotten around to it. Life is life and super hard at the moment. So, um, as far as like reading, listening, etc., so I'm still listening to the Murderbot Diaries by Martha Wells. I'm still on book 5. It's the longest one out of the series. I think there's 7 total. And that's sort of humorous sci-fi. Still reading Babel by R.F. Kuang, which is sort of historical fantasy sci-fi, and still listening to The Myth of Normal by Gabor Mate, and some podcasts. If Books Could Kill and Maintenance Phase, um, and some other ones. So that's mostly what I'm listening to slash reading. What about you?
This is the same old. I am listening to Enchanted Greenhouse, which is an adult cozy fantasy. I actually finished a book at work and started a new one, so I'll talk about those next week.
Okay.
And I finished watching The Great British Sewing Bee
Hmm.
and Sister Boniface, and I'm caught up on and Taskmaster
Mm-hmm.
and football, and then hockey started yesterday.
Oh.
So preseason hockey started yesterday. So yeah, all the things when I'm home to
Both of your
watch.
teams are Pittsburgh teams, right? Your
Yes.
Steelers and Penguins.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
That's where I grew up.
Yeah. Okay. And you have school stuff to do tonight, right? You were saying you
Yep,
have to go
it is
back into
literacy
school.
night at my school, so I
Hmm.
will be leaving in a couple minutes and I'll be there. It's a little bit after 8 today, tonight, and then start all over again tomorrow at 6:45.
Yeah.
So just busy, busy, busy. It's been I don't think there's been a week without something after school
Yeah.
since
I
we
mean,
came back in July, so it's just been busy,
yeah.
but enjoyable.
Okay.
I have a really good homeroom this year. I have really good kids. No complaints. We played Kahoot today on our card catalog. So,
Hmm.
about our card catalog, I should say. So, yeah, super fun. But that is it. But soon I will have another Wii crown. I
Wahahahaha.
know. This one might be for me.
I do feel like you need one, especially a sparkly
Yes.
one.
One of the dress up days next week is like superhero villain.
Hmm.
So maybe I need a crown for that.
Miss
It's
Frizzle was a
definitely
superhero, right?
no.
No, you
She's
couldn't even like
awesome.
stretch her.
No, it's supposed to be like Marvel,
Hmm.
DC. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do for that one. And I cannot be bothered to spend money on a dress up day.
For sure. Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see what I come up with.
Okay. Well, um, can wrap this up so you can do all the things and perhaps even treat yourself to some dinner before you head back to school. We hope you guys have a lovely week and weekend, and we will talk to you again next week. Bye,
Bye,
y'all.
y'all.